Hello, good evening, and welcome to Sunday Magazine. I am Nafisatu Abdulhamid Dembos. Hawwa Danjuma of the Redeemed People's Mission Church admonished Christians to foster unity and tolerance to one another to enable them have God's mercy and favor here and the hereafter. She stated this while delivering Sunday's sermon. Correspondent Muazu Huzaifa has details.
The Redeemed People's Mission Church was filled to capacity as worshippers converged on the church to worship God and express appreciation to Him for sustaining their life to witness another Sunday. In her message, Dr. Hawwa Danjuma described the role of women in championing the cause of development to not only the church, but the entire society cannot be overemphasized.
The help God has already provided for everybody. But you discover today, when you are asking God for something, instead of trusting God by faith to receive it from Him, you are asking Him, but what is in your heart is that uncle, or that senator, or that auntie. You have already placed somebody, like you think that person is the person that can provide you with what you want. But you are praying, that means you lack faith. So if you want to maximize the help of God, if you want to take advantage of the assistance that God has already provided for you, you need to trust God. You need to walk with God. You need to be in His presence.
She further called on the Christians to foster unity, tolerance, and desist from any sinful acts that will cause disharmony in the society.
Maximizing the help of God is taking advantage of God's help. Even in your kitchen as a woman, you want to cook, you need the help of God. Even the way you would put your ingredients together, don't lean on your understanding. Trust Him, depend on Him, and He's going to help you to be able to do it. As a husband, you need God's help to take care of your wife, to take care of your children. You need the help of God. All of us need the help of God, especially in these hard times. You discover that things are difficult, people are crying here and there. It is only God that can help us, and the help has already been provided. We are only to tap into it and to enjoy the assistance that God has already provided.
Some of the worshippers bear their minds on the church sermon.
We should not take the help of God on our lives for granted. So whenever we see the hand of God in our lives, in our family, in our relationship, we should not take it for granted. Because when the help of God is being taken for granted, God will withdraw His hands from helping us. So whenever we see any good thing, whenever we see things going on around us, we should always know that it's the help of God upon our lives.
It's good relationships first from the family. It's something that comes from you, through your children, through your spouse, before you come to the general community. What you practice in your family is what we showcase outside through the church and all over the world.
We're taught on how to speak to our husband respectfully, and we were taught on fellowship together as husband and wife. It is good as husband and wife to do things together, to always have fellowship, read the Bible together, pray together. It will really help the home or the marriage.
Songs of praises to God also form part of the service. In Yola, Muazu Huzaifa, NTA News.
Over 12.5 million children between the ages of 14 to 9 months to be vaccinated against measles, rubella deadly disease across the 21 local government area of the state. The Adamawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency stated this during an engagement with journalists on the preparation for the vaccination campaign. Correspondent Abdullahi Ayubadilwa has details.
Measles rubella is one among the contagious diseases that mostly affects the children and pregnant women that will lead to the death if not being treated. To this regard, the Adamawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency has promised to vaccinate over 2.5 million children between the age of 14 to 9 months across the 21 local government areas of the state to enable the children from being infected with the deadly virus.
Rubella, also known as German measles, typically cause mild illness in children and adults. We always focus on measles while rubella is there. Sometimes it's the rubella, but it's not measles but rubella. We will find some symptoms of measles. We'll take the samples to the lab and they will find out that measles is negative. But if they go further, they will find out that rubella is there. So that is why the country look at it's very important also to focus on rubella. Rubella is infectious during pregnancy, can result in severe birth defect known as congenital rubella syndrome. So mostly it affects mothers during their pregnancy, and at the end, when the mother delivers, that child will come up with some congenital abnormalities.
According to the World Health Organization, UNICEF, among other development partners, explained that the measles rubella vaccine is efficient, safe and healthy, hence the need for parents, caregivers, among other authorities concerned, to avail the children from the vaccination to avoid being infected with the disease. The chairman, Adamawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Suleiman Saidu Bashir, among other critical stakeholders on the health sector, said the primary healthcare centers are working round the clock to ensure that children have been vaccinated to not only diseases of measles, polio, malaria, cholera diseases, but to other ailments in the society.
And it is free, it is effective, and it is safe. Now, we are addressing one other common problem is rubella. She may have the vaccine prevention and she may say as we are trying to address this issue of measles, rubella, and that is where we have it. So we are here to look at the preparations and the rollout for measles to rubella vaccination next month.
The vaccination campaign against measles rubella will kickstart on 16 October 2025 nationwide. In Dola, Abdullahi Ayubadalwa, NTA News.
The State Police Command has rescued another 5 children suspected to have been abducted and unlawfully brought from Maiduguri, Borno State to Adamawa State. After receiving the information, the Area Command Mubi, led by ACP Marcos Mancha, has on the 13th September 2025 acted on timely that led to the rescue of 5 male children roaming on the streets in Mubi town. The rescued children are residents of Gwanji in Maiduguri, Borno State. Investigation reveals that the victims were unlawfully taken from Maiduguri by one Aliga Suleiman of Sabolai Gwaji, Maiduguri. The Commissioner of Police, Dankombo Morris, commended the area commander and his team for a successful rescue and directed the state CID to take over the case and ensure the arrest of the suspects and reuniting the victims to their parents. The CP reassured members of the public of the command's commitment to protecting lives and property across the state, adding that effort is ongoing to apprehend the suspect and bring him to justice. The prices of oil and palm oil have increased in the market, which exposed buyers into untold hardship. Correspondent Muazu Huzaifa, who conducted market survey, has details.
The prices of cooking oil and red palm oil have increased in Jimeta Ultramoda Market Yola, leaving many buyers struggling to cope with the rising cost of living. Before now, cooking oil, which previously sold between 1,700 naira to 1,800, now goes for 2,200 naira, while palm oil, on the other hand, has risen from 1,500 to 1,900 naira. Buyers said the hike in price affected their daily usage.
This week now, na say she 1819. Dan a gida an kawo wanda ake kawo shi ya fi sauki, wanda ake kawo daga kudu direbobi suke kawo shi suna raba unguwa. Da muna sayan shi har 1,400 suna sayan mana. to na sai shi 2 days da ya wuce nan kwana 3 da ya wuce nan sun ce min 2000 he na ce yayi tsada ba zan siya ma he na zo kasuwa da na zo kasuwa makwabcin na tambaye he ce mu ai shi ma na shi wannan na ce to wannan an yi ba saboda na sai a gida 2000 anan kuma wannan ina kamar nayi da kunshi ne gaskiya ya karu farashin sa ya karu.
My traders explained that the increase is not their fault, saying the situation is on the rising transportation cost.
Yadda muka samu kaya haka za mu sai in an kara mana farashi dole ma kara saboda mu samu abin da za mu samu kai.
Manja ne dai lokacin watannin baya mun sai da shi 1,700 wanda a yanzu kuma shine ya haura mun samu ƙari sosai don a wancan lokacin jarka yana 50,000 muna sai da shi kwalba 1,700 to a yanzu sanda ya kai 62,000.
Ba ka sanar da kawo shi daga kudu saboda farashin mai ya karu to dole za a kara akwai expensive da za a dinga biya da fitar da shi.
In Yola, Ma'azu Zefa, NTA News.
As thousands of Nigerians graduates take up national service across the country, many find themselves in unfamiliar terrains, from language barriers to cultural differences. Life as a National Youth Service Corps member in a new environment comes with its own unique challenges and opportunities. Divine Ebed reports.
For most NYSC Corps members, deployment to a new state marks the beginning of a life-changing journey. Whether sent to a far north, deep south, or remote communities, adjusting to a different culture, language, and environment is often the first hurdle to cross.
Well, when I saw my call-up letter, I wasn't really expecting Adamawa. I wasn't having any expectation. I was heartbroken when I saw Adamawa, because Adamawa is very far from where my people stay, and I was really heartbroken. I just prepared my things because when the letter came on Monday, so Adamawa is very far. I have to start preparing my things immediately to travel the next day. I was very, very heartbroken and I was crying at some point. So I just consoled myself and concluded that my reasons of coming to Adamawa is best known to God. So
my first impression is that I'm going to an environment where I'm not familiar with, in terms of culture, in terms of environment, in terms of manners, in terms of characters. So that's my first impression. Where there are different types of people of their kinds in Adamawa State. So that's my first impression.
I was posted to my PPA. The area I found myself, I had some people spreading news about there are bad boys, snatching phones, and the rest. So I just keep myself comfortable. I don't have no choice.
I was sad. I was happy. I just had mixed feelings too because Adamawa, Northern State again. That was my reaction. I was like, Lord. I started teaching, but for the few days I went there, I kind of enjoyed it, yes. Considering it's a boarding school, but the children there are lovely and I enjoy the environment.
The dream was not to come and serve in this state because I heard a lot from my friends that, but when I saw the posting letter, I said to myself that where is God's wish? So I have nothing to do. I will just follow what God wants me to do.
Motivated by the fact that this state is a kind of a security stable state. I don't have that fear that I'm going to land to a land where there is insecurity or something of that nature. I enjoyed it, although I studied law, but I'm posted due to some factors. Here in Adamawa State, if you studied law, you have to go for law school first before you work in Ministry of Justice.
Socially, settling into a new environment can be daunting. Local customs and languages may be unfamiliar, but over time, most corps members build strong relationships both with their fellow corps mates and members of the community. This friendship often blossoms into lifelong connection.
North is very peaceful, most especially here in Yola, Adamawa State.
very peaceful, you serve everything. They have security here. We don't have the security there. The security here are very trying their possible best to see that they keep us secure.
If you try to enjoy it because there are sometimes it doesn't look like it, but along the line you start seeing some gold. You start seeing some gold to pick along the line. So just enjoy it. Whatever place you're being posted to, anything, just enjoy it.
The state is not as we think it is. The state is friendly, very accommodating, very good environment, and even the governor is also trying for we the COP members. So when they are posted here, they should not panic.
I'll say it without fear of contradiction that Boko Haram is a thing of the past, even in Borno, let alone in Adamawa. So most especially our governor, he is just to me like a small president, and how I want to see him one day, one time in Asrock, because I believe in his capacity. I see he did a lot to COP us, and he is a unifier to the core.
Before you say something or you need something, you need to move to that area to experience that. So any place you find yourself, just have faith, just have a good faith. NYC, gives an opportunity to other people to understand the basic environment of any other places.
Just actually, like in Nigeria, we are just living by the grace of God. So the north is actually nice, just few places that are not really safe. Like Yola here is safe. And then we sleep and wake up peaceful.
From the heart of unfamiliar town to the corner of remote villages, the journey of a core member is one of the service, sacrifice, and self-discovery. For many, it's not just a year in uniform, it's a lifetime of lesson. In Yola, Divine Abel, NTA News.
Well, viewer, with this, we have come to the end of today's presentation. Stay tuned for the rest of our program. But a quick reminder that you can now watch us live on our YouTube channel at NTA Yola. From me, Nafisat Abdulhamid Dembos is saying, do keep a date with us next week, same day, same time, and on the same station for another exciting package of this particular program, Sunday Magazine. Good night and God bless you. Bye.
Thank you.